hello there everybody, and a very special welcome to a very special episode of the Linghall Phoenix podcast. We're at school on Halloween, which means that this is the Halloween special! Oh, look at that. That was so well rehearsed, gentlemen. Well done. Okay, so you may have noticed that it's a little bit unusual again, the format in here. We've changed things up again. We've thought we'd dim the lights a little bit. We'll put some of the coloured lighting effects on, make it a little bit more spooky and Halloweeny. And we have no staff host. That's because at the moment of recording, our wonderful staff host, Mrs. Scott, is off being very dedicated and doing her dance club, and she is going to join us a little bit later. And it happens that at that point, Callis, who's one of our pupil hosts this week, and currently clutching our pumpkin. We've got a name for our pumpkin.
Perry.
Perry the pumpkin. Okay, thanks, Keaton. We've got here Callis, and we've got his brother Keaton as well. Excellent. Hi guys, nice to see you.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Good.
Good. Are you looking forward to this episode?
Yes.
Me too. Excellent. I think it's time we get into our first piece of music. This was a choice. Who chose this? Keaton, this was you, I think.
No, it's Callis.
Oh, it was Callis. I'm sorry. Callis, this was your first choice. Would you like to introduce the first song of the episode, please?
We're playing the Monster Mash.
The Monster Mash. Yes, a Halloween classic. Here we go. It's the Monster Mash.
An eerie sight, for my monster from his slab began to rise, and suddenly, to my surprise,
he did the mash.
He did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
He did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
He did the mash.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the vampires feast. The ghouls all came from their humble abodes to get a jolt from my electrode.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard smash.
They did the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They did the mash.
They did the monster mash. The zombies were having fun.
In a shoot.
The party had just begun.
In a shoot.
The guests included Wolfman, Dracula, and his son. The scene was rocking, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains, backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the Crypt Kicker
They
Five.
played the mash.
They played the monster mash.
The monster mash.
It was a graveyard
They
smash.
played the mash.
It caught on in a flash.
They played the mash.
They played the monster mash. Out from his coffin, Drac's voice did ring. Seemed he was troubled by just one thing. Opened the lid and shook his fist and said, "Whatever happened to my Transylvania twist?"
It's now the mash.
It's now the monster
The
mash.
monster mash.
And it's a graveyard
It's now
smash.
the mash.
It's caught on in a flash.
It's now the mash.
It's now the monster mash. Now everything's cool. Drac's a part of the band, and my monster mash is the hit of the land. For you, the living, this mash was meant to. When you get to my door, tell them God is sent.
Then you can mash.
Then you can monster mash
The monster mash.
and do my graveyard
Then you
smash.
can mash.
You'll catch on in a flash.
Then you can mash.
Then you can monster mash.
Monster mash.
You in?
Monster mash.
Mash.
Monster mash. Monster mash. Monster mash.
Okay, so that was our first song, Monster Mash. What a great choice for the Halloween episode, Callis. Really nicely done. Now, there's something that the two of you want to talk in particular about, because it's something you two are both involved in. And what's that, Keaton? What we're talking about first?
The school orchestra.
School Orchestra, which is officially the best thing ever. Now, you will remember, because we did a special podcast episode at the end of last year, we had the National Youth Orchestra come to visit. And one of the things that we've done on the back of that is we have now got over 70 people having lessons on a musical instrument. If you have lessons on a musical instrument, you are expected to come to orchestra, which happens when, Callis?
Every Wednesday.
Every
period
Wednesday,
6.
period 6, in the theatre, okay? And what are we doing in orchestra, Keaton? What have we been up to so far?
We've been learning how to play music. We've been just generally learning how to be in an orchestra.
Yeah, how to work together as a team. Isn't that right? Yeah, so being a part of an orchestra is like playing in a sports team, okay? You all have to be working in exactly the same way at exactly the same time, or it doesn't quite work. And, you know, I'm going to throw some pictures up on the screen at this point. It's very successful so far. We're having a good time. We've got consistently around 30 members. It'd be great to have a few more. You know, if you'd like to take up an instrument, you'd like to start some instrumental lessons, then do by all means come and see me. And orchestra's just fantastic, isn't it? And I think the best way that we could tie orchestra into our Halloween episode is to have a bit of a spooky orchestral piece of music. Would you agree with that, guys?
Yes.
Excellent. So we're going to go for a piece of music which is most famous for being the Alton Towers theme tune, but was actually around for quite some time before that. We're going to listen to Grieg's In the Hall of the Mountain King, which actually has got nothing to do with Halloween and ghouls and ghosts or anything like that, but it's all about this being who lives underneath a mountain and people are trying to hunt for him. He's like a goblin king. So it's quite a spooky, quite an atmospheric piece of music. And here it is now. And you guys, in a few years' time, I'm sure, will be ready to play something like this if you keep practicing and working in orchestra. Here it is, Hall of the Mountain King. So there we go. What an amazing piece of music. Builds up and builds up and builds up. And if you're in year 7, that piece of music should be particularly familiar to you because your listening homework this week was to listen to Hall of the Mountain King. Keaton, you've already done yours, haven't you?
Yes.
Good man. Okay, good man. Absolutely. We seem to be clutching Perry the Pumpkin again. What's happened?
We made a theme song.
You made a theme tune for him, okay? I might regret this, but can we hear the theme tune, please, boys?
Do 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 do. Perry. Perry.
Do 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 do. Perry.
Yes.
Okay, right, so that's everyone turned off from the Phoenix podcast now. Excellent, right, okay. Let's quickly get into our main topic of discussion. We're going to talk about, if you were a Halloween creature, what would you be and why? Callis, start us off. If you were a Halloween creature, other than a pumpkin, what would you be?
A demon.
A demon, okay, why would you be a demon?
There's a mischievous and cool.
Mischievous and cool.
Yes.
Right, okay, an interesting reason to go for being a demon. Do you like causing trouble? Is that why you've gone for the demon as well? You don't
No,
strike
they
me
just
as
do
a-
stuff I don't do.
Oh, okay, so you want to be a demon because, you know, sometimes, like, whenever I play a computer game, I always play as the bad guy because, you know, I like to think of myself as quite a good guy and, you know, can't get away with that kind of stuff. So, Keaton, clutching Perry, what would you be and why?
I'd like to be a werewolf. Not like I'd actually be one, but I just think I just like the idea of running around and screaming and growling at people and scratching people.
So you want to be a dog, basically.
Yeah.
You want to be a powerful dog, a were-dog.
Very powerful.
Right, okay, fine, interesting. I think I'd probably be a vampire, but not because I enjoy blood or anything like that, but basically I just want to be Edward Cullen. You know, I think he's such a cool character in the Twilight books, you know, and he could pretty much do anything, really, couldn't he? Super speedy, super strong, lived forever, had loads of money, you know, it's fantastic. So, yeah, I think I'd probably go for a vampire. And I think at this point, it's time that we had sort of a magical transformation in the booth itself, because, Callus, you need to disappear. We need to get Mrs. Scott in, don't we? So can we do a sort of wavy, wobbly transition, guys? And Ooh. I don't know if that will have worked in the edit at all, but there we go. Callus has turned into Mrs. Scott. Hi, Mrs. Scott, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm very pleased to have you in the booth.
I'm very happy to be here.
Oh, that's good. Excellent. Because you are a new member of staff to Linghall. Lots of
Yes.
people will know you, but some people will not. So why have you come to Linghall School?
I've come to Linghall because they didn't have any drama or dance, and I want to get that going.
Yeah, well, we had no drama and no dance, and I said that's not good enough. So, Mr. Green, please, 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 can we have proper performing arts? Can we get drama going? And can my department be a bit bigger as well? Because I was all on my own. And now I've got the wonderful Mrs. Scott, who's an amazing drama teacher and amazing dance teacher as well. And you've already started quite a lot of stuff around the school, haven't you? Do you want to tell us about that?
Yeah, so I've started a Glee Club on a Monday after school. That's a lie.
Fantastic.
It's Wednesdays after school.
Wednesday after school, but it is
Yeah.
Glee Club, that's not a lie.
It's Glee Club, so we're doing some singing, and in that we're doing some a cappella stuff and some pop songs to karaoke, backing tracks as well.
Fantastic. So really that's picked up where choir finished last year, because I can't run everything. And orchestra, you know, I was a bit worried about choir when orchestra started up because I couldn't be in two places at once. And Mrs. Scott has stepped in and started the amazing Glee Club, which is fantastic. And you've just been doing an activity actually, haven't you? What you've been
Yeah, so on a Monday I have my dance club, which is in the theatre, and at the minute we've just started a contemporary piece for the Christmas show.
Oh, Christmas show, 18th of December. Okay, stick it in your diary. 18th of December, 6 o'clock in the theatre. Last year's was amazing. This year will be something truly special because we're adding in dance and drama as well. And watch out, because we had some very interesting staff versus pupil projects last year, and I've just kicked that off, so there will be something happening this year as well, which is a little bit special. Sneak preview there. Okay, so the discussion point, our first discussion point, and Mrs. Scott has literally just stepped in the booth, so I'm going to start with Keaton to give her a little bit of thinking time. What is your favourite Halloween treat, Keaton?
So mine is Halloween cakes, because last year we made some at home, and then this year we made some as well. And I just like it because it's because of the decorations mainly, and they're just nice.
Nice. So you like the experience of actually making the Halloween cake as well, because like you do it as a family and that kind of thing. And I think that quite a lot of the Halloween traditions are best with lots of people, aren't they? Or best with people that are close to you. I'll be honest, Perry was a bit of a backup plan, because actually I bought some real pumpkins and I thought I'd do a bit of carving. I thought, you know what, wouldn't it be amazing if I put the Phoenix logo on a pumpkin? And you know what? The Phoenix logo on a pumpkin just basically looks like that. It's just a hole. So, you know, it doesn't work at all. But you did some amazing pumpkin carving, didn't you, Mrs. Scott? What did you do on yours?
I did a Mickey Mouse.
Nice, excellent. Mickey, she's obsessed with Disney.
I am.
Every day the Disney mug comes out, you know, she's got Disney clothing on, and also she's got a frozen water bottle today, I spot. That's not like something you've just taken out of the freezer, as in let it go. Yeah, okay, that kind of frozen. So Disney obsessed. Do you like Disney, Keaton?
I like it a bit. I don't like it obviously as much as Mrs. Scott.
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes it as much as Mrs. Scott. I don't think that's actually possible. You know, #1 Disney fan. So which Halloween treat would you be?
Ah, well, I only discovered this last year, but it's called Tiffin.
Oh, okay,
Halloween
yeah.
Tiffin.
Yeah.
And it's like
I've never had Halloween tiffin. I like tiffin. what's Halloween, Tiffin? How is it different? You don't know because you don't need to.
No, I don't know.
Describe-
I only discovered it.
describe
it was
Halloween
like
Tiffin.
a dome shape.
Okay.
I don't know if that makes it Halloween.
Oh. Well, I've never maybe with I don't know.
I don't know.
It's all gone wrong. Who
Sorry.
knows? Lack of preparation on my part because I don't know what Halloween tiffin is. Tiffin's normally like this stuff that you bake in flat sheets and it's brittle and it turns into shards and that kind of thing. Is that not tiffin?
It was like, you know, like cornflakes, but with chocolate and caramel all moulded together.
Oh well, I don't know what it is, but it sounds amazing. And I want some.
It is amazing.
So I think we should definitely
It's
go
good.
there. Halloween treats for myself. I think I would probably have to go for those fizzy sweets because I don't have them often because they're not terribly good for you. But on Halloween, it's just nice to have a treat maybe that you wouldn't have. So fizzy cola bottles, I really like those, and refreshers, that kind of thing. Anything that gives a little bit of a tang, that's pretty good. So speaking of tangy. No, it's not a very good link, but I'm trying my best anyway. We're going for our next song, and this was actually a joint choice between the two of you, completely independently during the planning process. You have both said that you wanted this song. So, what are we going for this time, Keaton?
Thriller.
Thriller! Yes, the Michael Jackson classic, very Halloween inspired. Here is Michael Jackson's Thriller.
creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize your neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul for getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse's shell. The foulest stenches in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver, for no mere mortal can resist the evil of the thriller.
So there we go. Darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Yeah, I can't pull it off in quite the same way as the original song, but I did my best. What an amazing song that is. And I've been doing it in some lessons with some Year 8 classes. We've been talking about what an important song that was in terms of its video and its iconic dance routine and all that kind of thing. So I've done a bit of cross-curricular there for you, Mrs. Scott. I've got your back, you see. Okay, and our next song choice ties in quite nicely to a future project that Mrs. Scott and I are going to be doing together. So what is your final song choice of the episode?
My song is The Time Warp from the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
The Rocky Horror Picture Show. Now tell us more about the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, it's a musical and it's a bit crazy. It takes place
Bit
on
crazy.
it takes place on a like dark and stormy night, so it links nicely to Halloween, which is why I chose it. And two people get lost in the woods and they find this crazy house.
Yeah,
and
crazy is not
inside.
quite going far enough.
Yeah,
it's
and
proper crazy. But it's
all
a
goes
musical.
wrong.
Yes,
Yeah,
it all goes wrong.
lots of singing.
It's a musical, lots of singing, lots of dancing, and people still dress up now and go and see the Rocky Horror Show and do sing-alongs.
I have done it.
Okay, Mrs. Scott goes along and sees. There we go. So getting involved in the best way possible. But it's a musical, and we are launching plans to do a musical ourselves. We think it's time that Ling Hall had large-scale productions back again. So next July seems a long way off, but it will go like that. We are going to be hosting We Will Rock You. We're going to be putting it on, and we're going to do the full production with pupils from the school involved in every way. So acting, dancing, singing, technical, in the band, you name it, there's opportunity for people to get involved. We're going on a trip. We're going to take some of the older pupils to see it so that they can lead the process. We're going in November. Very excited, Mrs. Scott, aren't we?
Yes,
Very
very.
excited. School trip to go and see We Will Rock You. Sounds awesome. It's actually the Queen musical. So it's lots and lots and lots of Queen songs with great band. We've had them on the podcast plenty, stitched together with a plot and a story, so which is a really good way to get the songs working together, and we're very excited. Now Mrs. Scott already has a sign-up sheet where
In my classroom.
in her classroom, so we're already trying to get a good idea as to who is interested. So if you want to act, dance, sing, be part of the magic, whatever it may be, do come and sign up on that sheet because it's going to be epic. And Keaton, your name is already down, isn't it? Fantastic. Good man.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
I've got to keep control.
I remember during the time war, drinking those moments when the blackness would hit me and the void would be calling. Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left.
And a step to the right.
With your hands on your hips.
You bring your knees in tight. And it's the velvet
gravity free me so you can't see me. No, not at all. In another dimension with voyeuristic intention. Well secluded, I see all.
With a bit of a mind flip.
You're into the time slip.
And nothing can ever be the same.
You're spaced out on sensation.
Like you're under sedation. Let's do time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
Well, I was walking down the street just a having a thing when a snake of a guy gave me an evil wing. He shook me up, he took me by surprise. He had a pickup truck and the devil's eyes. He stared at me and all fell a change. Time and nothing ever would again.
Let's do the time warp again. Let's do the time warp again.
It's just a jump to the left. With your hands on your hips.
So all that remains for today's episode is the wrap up, and it's all the usual stuff. With this video, you have 4 things to do. I repeat, you have 4 things to do. You need to like, you need to subscribe, you need to comment, and you need to hit the bell, because otherwise you won't get notifications of our new uploads. If you want to talk to us on social media, you can talk to us on Twitter, you can talk to us on Instagram, you can talk to us on Snapchat. Our hashtag is LHPhoenixPodcast. Don't forget the LH. I know I said it every time, but if you don't put the LH on, it's a different hashtag, and it'll go to completely different people. All of our social media is the same as our YouTube channel. Can't talk today, the Halloween is having an effect on me. Perry, do you want to take over? You'd probably do a better job than me. Okay, all of our social media is Ling Hall Music, so do get involved. Come along and host an episode. There's a bit of a waiting list now, actually, which is fantastic. But we look after you, we make sure everything's okay, and you will have a positive experience. So thank you so much for tuning into this great Halloween special, and thank you guys for choosing amazing music and coming in to have this
Thanks for having us.
discussion. You're very welcome. Give the camera a wave, guys. See you later.
Bye.